What's good, ladies and gentlemen? RFG is here today, and this is going to be furthering my whole documentary, my whole series on this genetic splicing topic. Okay, I've had at least 3 to 4 videos, okay, with many views on this same topic. This video in particular is just going to further divide people from the matrix that we have been subject to our whole lives, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this video without a doubt is gonna fuck up a lot of people's paradigms, and especially a lot of people out here pushing evolutionary bullshit. Okay, because the evolutionary theory is complete nonsense, completely pseudo, and one of the biggest lies that I've ever been told to humanity. Okay, so I'm about to fuck up a lot of people's paradigms, man, with this information. So, you know what I'm saying? Just bear with me and pay attention very closely, okay? Now, when we look at this cat, you see this cat is one of the top 4 most significant animals to our ancestors. One would be the serpent. The other would be the turtle, okay? The other one is the honeybee. And the fourth and last one I would say is the cat. Okay, very, very significant animal. This cat was spliced with 4 different animals, ladies and gentlemen. The cat, the domesticated cat, was spliced with serpent DNA, tiger DNA, human DNA, and rabbit DNA. And I'm going to prove that without a doubt, ladies and gentlemen. So just stay with me, and I'm going to show you these pictures. Okay, anybody denying the cat's relation to the serpent hasn't made a simple observation of cat's eyes and the serpent eye. Okay? Look at that serpent eye, look at the serpent pupil. It is exactly, damn near exactly the same replica of a feline eye. Okay, look at that serpent eye. I mean, everybody supporting this evolutionary bullshit, please tell me how a domesticated cat got the same pupils as a goddamn reptile known as a snake. How did it get snake eyes? Okay, look at that. Look at that. Spitting image. So the cat can actually change the shape of its eye as it pleases. It can go from a circular kind of pupil to a completely dilated slit pupil at will. And it can do this because the cat has a large piece of serpent DNA, ladies and gentlemen. And God damn it, I'm going to prove that, okay, very, very shortly. So the cat is mixed with the serpent DNA, the tiger DNA, the rabbit DNA, and human DNA. Those 4 different species. If you don't believe the cat is related, okay, to the rabbit, just look up this animal right here. Look up the cat-rabbit hybrids. Okay, cats and rabbits can breed, ladies and gentlemen. Cats and rabbits can breed and make babies. So there goes your documented forensic proof. Okay? Everybody supporting this evolutionary theory, your paradigm is done. Your paradigm is fucking done. The cat is closely related to the rabbit. They can both produce offspring. Here you see a cat with the back legs of a fucking rabbit. Okay? This is what the government doesn't want us to know. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the cat, okay, the cat and the serpent have the same voice box, and they have a mechanism, they have a gland in their throat, in their voice box, and it's called the glottis. It's called the glottis, glottis. Okay? Just do your research on that, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. the domesticated cat and the serpent, they both hiss. They both hiss because they both have a glottis inside of their throat, the same exact glottis. Okay, so we're about to play this video clip basically proving this information. So we're going to hear what the cat glottis sounds like, compare that to the serpent glottis. Okay, so we heard that. Now we're going to compare that to the serpent hiss. There you go. The same exact hissing noise, ladies and gentlemen.
You can see him swelling his, taking the air inside, and body gets all swollen. And then he releases it.
Yep, and you can tell it's making that noise when the air is going in and out of the glottis. So when we play this back again, and we look at the cat's hissing noise. Okay, the cat's glottis basically makes the exact same noise here. Okay, we're gonna play that. Exact same noise, exact same gland in the throat, ladies and gentlemen. The cat glottis is the same as the serpent glottis. Here you go. Okay, you already see the gland, okay, that is in the mouth of the snake that causes it to hiss. There's the glottis. Also, show you the diagram of the cat. Okay, this is a cat throat that has been dissected, and right there in the middle, you see the glottis. You see the damn glottis, people. The cat hiss is the same as the serpent hiss. The cat eye is the same as the serpent eye. Okay, both of those species are related. The domesticated cat is the serpent, the rabbit, human DNA, and tiger DNA. All four species into one gets you the domesticated cat, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So that is some very profound information, because anything domesticated, like I said, is not natural, ladies and gentlemen. Anything domesticated is not natural. So to domesticate an animal, you have to give it a small portion of human DNA to humanize it. You see what I'm saying? It's not a game, people. So this next animal I'm going to break down is going to be this domesticated goat. Okay? It's going to be this domesticated goat here. Now, when we look at this domesticated goat and we look at its eyes, ladies and gentlemen, the goat has the same exact eyes, okay? The goat has the same exact eyes as the octopus, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? The goat has the same eyes as an octopus. So right here we can see the pictures. Compare and contrast. There's the octopus eye, and there's the goat eye. You can see that right here. Look at that. How in the hell, all you evolutionary pseudo idiots, all those idiots pushing evolutionary theory, anybody trying to bash genetic splicing, you're gonna have to explain to me how in the fuck a domesticated goat inherited the same eyes as a fucking octopus. You're gonna have to explain that to me. Okay, because the only way I can describe that, and the only way I can, you know what I'm saying, piece that together is through our ancestors' genetic splicing program on this planet. Okay, now I'm getting ready to blow a lot of people away with this information. Here is the connection between the goat and the octopus. You can easily connect these two animals when you realize that there existed, okay, a creature on this planet known as a sea goat. A sea goat, okay? And we all know that the sea goat was the original image of Capricorn. The original image of Capricorn was a sea goat. So the sea goat, okay, was a goat that was spliced with a fish species, okay? It was a goat that was spliced with a fish species. Not only did this Capricorn animal exist, okay, there was also a humanoid-like octopus that existed on this planet, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? It's not a game. This is where you get your Ursula. This is where you get your Ursula and the Little Mermaid, that creature. And this is where you get your Davy Jones creature in Pirates of the Caribbean. These creatures actually existed, people. So when you splice the DNA of the octopus humanoid, and then you splice that, okay, with the original goat. Okay, when you splice that with the original goat, so when you mix the octopus DNA with the human DNA, okay, you get the humanoid, you get the octopus humanoid, and you take that DNA, okay, and you splice that with the original goat DNA. Okay, the original goat is what you're looking at right now, because the original goat did not have the eyes of the octopus. The original goat had a much thicker neck, had a much buffer body, and had much larger, thicker horns. Okay, the original goat was spliced with a octopus-like humanoid. This is how you, ladies and gentlemen, this is the only logical reasoning behind a domesticated goat having the same goddamn eyes as an octopus. Okay, look at that. That's the only way you can describe that, people. That's the only way you can describe that. Okay, so the octopus-like humanoid, the octopus-like humanoid, that DNA was spliced with the original goat DNA. This is how you know the domesticated goat has human DNA as well. Last time I checked, humans can drink the goat's milk, okay, with no kind of harm done to them. That means that there has to be some form of recognition between the cells in a human body, okay, for goat's milk. That means the human cells in our body have to recognize the goat's milk as a piece of us in order for us to physically intake goat's milk. So right off the bat, that proves that domesticated goats have a piece of human DNA in them, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So the goat, like I said, the domesticated goat is a mixture of the original species of deer mixed with horse DNA, mixed with octopus DNA, mixed with human DNA, and mixed with a piece of fish DNA, because the original goat was the sea goat. All life started in the sea. You see what I'm saying? With the sea turtle. All life on this planet, bipedal and quadrupedal animals, they all came from the turtle, and the original turtle was the sea turtle. Okay? So the original goat is the goddamn sea goat, which is the Capricorn. Okay? Which is the logo, the same animal that our ancestors recognized as Capricorn. So think very carefully, ladies and gentlemen. We all see the animals of the zodiac, and we all know the zodiac's been around for hundreds of thousands of years. Why would our ancestors just make up animals out of the blue? Why would they what purpose would that serve? Would that serve any purpose, just making up an animal? That doesn't make any sense, people. There was a genetic splicing program on this planet that took place millions and millions of years ago. And this is why certain animals, like you saw here in this lecture, okay, can intermingle and mate with one another because they all have a piece of the same DNA because of genetic splicing. Genetic splicing, people. Okay, this is a very, very real phenomenon. And these goats, this is another way you can prove that they have a piece of human DNA. Okay, that's a human goatee. But why in the hell does a goat, why do the original goats and even the domesticated ones, why do they have facial hair that grows in a goatee? And notice I said goatee. The goatee. You're saying the word goat when you say goatee. Because that facial hair, okay, started with humans. When humans got spliced with this creature right here, into the goat formed the same goddamn facial hair, people. It's called the goatee. And it started out with humans. Okay? How in the hell does the goat form human facial hair? It forms human facial hair. We can drink its milk. Okay? And it has the eyes of an octopus. That proves that it is not an original animal on this planet, people. It's not an original animal on this planet at all. Okay, so this is the original goat right here, one of the originals. When you look at these two horns coming out of its head, ladies and gentlemen, the animal that this goat was spliced with does not come from this planet. Let me repeat. The animal that this goat was spliced with, because this goat was spliced because it has a piece of human DNA. That's why you see the goatee under its chin. But these horns on its head do not come from any other animal on this planet. If they do, please show me the animal. Somebody who's watching this video, please do the research and show the animal that this goat was spliced with. Because the only thing that I can think of that matches these goddamn horns on the goat's head, the only thing that matches this is a unicorn. Okay? And this is a real animal that you can look up and see for yourself. Okay? This is a Kurdish. This is the Kurdish man, probably somewhere in Turkey. Went down and hunted a wild goat. But this goat right here was spliced with something that does not come from this earth, people, because no animal on this earth has these particular horns on their head. Okay, so this comes from a creature from inner earth or outer space. And you're looking at it right now. Okay, this ain't a game, people. It's not a game. Not a game at all. So when we look at these species, okay, the original goat had a goatee, just like a human, was crossed between horse and deer. That's why it's bigger than the domesticated goat, and it has the horns of all different kinds of creatures like rams. You know what I'm saying? Large wild deer horns. Even like you just saw, fucking unicorn horns. Okay? It's not a game, people. Our ancestors had this genetic splicing program going on for many, many years. Hundreds of thousands, close to millions of years. They've been doing this. They've been crossbreeding these animals to make domesticated animals that would be more suitable for humans. Okay, for humans to interact with. Okay, so once again, this domesticated goat you see on the right side of your screen, the domesticated goat is crossed with deer, horse, octopus, fish, and human DNA. That is 5 other animals responsible for creating this domesticated goat. And like I said, the original goat on the planet was the sea goat, which is the Capricorn, ladies and gentlemen. When you mix the human DNA with the octopus DNA, okay, when you mix the human DNA with the octopus DNA, like you see Davy Jones on the bottom right there, and you see Ursula, the Ursula character in The Little Mermaid, that creature was mixed with the goat DNA, with the domesticated goat DNA, to give the domesticated goat the eyes of an octopus. That octopus humanoid had to be mixed with the goat in order to give the goat these octopus eyes, people, and in order to make the goat's milk sustainable in a human body. Think about that. Think about that. And then it also gave the goat a goddamn goatee, just like a human. That's why they call it a goatee, people, because humans and goats have a piece of the same DNA. Like I said, there you see the goatee, there you see the goatee on the human. Mind-blowing information that completely destroys the evolutionary doctrine and shatters it to pieces. Okay? This is what I do for a living. This is what I came back on this planet for, to basically destroy the goddamn paradigm of the beast's false information on this planet, man. This is what I'm here for, man. Okay, so right here we see other species of this wild goat. This one right here was mixed with a ram. This was a goat that was spliced with ram DNA. That's how you get the goat with the ram horns. Right here. Wow. You know what I'm saying? You can't find any other creatures. You can find a creature on this planet with these ram horns, but you can't show me another creature on this planet with these two horns. Especially this one right here. Okay? You cannot find me another creature on this planet with these horns right here. You can't do it. You have to go to the unicorn, and the unicorn is an inner Earth, or you'd have to go outer space to another planet, ladies and gentlemen. So that basically sums up this video lecture I did. The only two animals I was covering was the domesticated cat and the domesticated goat. Okay, I already did the dog. I already did the pig. Okay, now the next animal I'm gonna do, as far as genetic splicing, I'm gonna touch on this domesticated cow in the next lecture I do on genetic splicing. So everybody stay tuned for that. I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement. I wouldn't be anything without the subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Pushing my movement, supporting my movement, man. You know what I'm saying? We're all in this together. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everyone who purchased the predictive programming DVD. If you haven't get that, go see that. Very, very profound information in that lecture as well. So, you know what I'm saying? Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and end it, man. Appreciate everybody's support. Like, subscribe, share this video. It's the chosen one, man. I'm out.